Intermittent fasting for weight loss, pros and cons. Intermittent fasting is a popular dieting approach that involves alternating periods of fasting and eating. The basic principle is to restrict calorie intake for a certain period of time, which can help promote weight loss, improve metabolic health, and increase longevity. During the fasting period, only water, black coffee, and other non-caloric beverages are allowed, and food intake is limited during the eating period. The practice of intermittent fasting dates back centuries and has been used in various cultures and religions for spiritual and health reasons. For example, Muslims practice Ramadan, a month-long period of fasting during daylight hours, and the Buddhist tradition of Theravada observes a 3-month period of fasting. In recent years, intermittent fasting has gained popularity as a weight loss strategy, and research has suggested numerous health benefits. The purpose of this video is to explore the pros and cons of intermittent fasting as a weight loss method, examine different types of intermittent fasting, and provide tips for successful fasting. It is important to note that while intermittent fasting can be effective for some people, it may not be suitable for everyone. Therefore, before starting any new diet or fasting regimen, it is recommended to consult with a healthcare professional to ensure it is safe and appropriate for individual needs and circumstances. Intermittent fasting has gained popularity as a weight loss strategy, but it also offers several other potential health benefits. One of the primary benefits of intermittent fasting is weight loss. By limiting calorie intake, intermittent fasting can help create a calorie deficit and promote weight loss. Studies have shown that intermittent fasting can lead to significant weight loss, especially in the abdominal area, which is associated with an increased risk of heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Improved insulin sensitivity and glucose control. Intermittent fasting has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity and glucose control, which can help reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. During fasting periods, insulin levels decrease, and the body becomes more efficient at using glucose for energy. Chronic inflammation is linked to several health problems, including heart disease, cancer, and Alzheimer's disease. Intermittent fasting has been shown to reduce inflammation in the body, which can help prevent these diseases. Intermittent fasting has been associated with several benefits for heart health, including improved blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and reduced inflammation. These benefits can help lower the risk of heart disease, which is the leading cause of death worldwide. Several studies have suggested that intermittent fasting can increase lifespan and improve overall health. Animal studies have shown that fasting can increase lifespan by up to 30%, and research in humans has shown that it can improve biomarkers of aging. In summary, intermittent fasting offers several potential health benefits beyond weight loss, including improved insulin sensitivity and glucose control, reduced inflammation, improved heart health, and increased longevity. However, more research is needed to fully understand the long-term effects of intermittent fasting on health. There are several types of intermittent fasting, each with its own unique approach. Here are some of the most common types. 16/8 method. The 16/8 method, also known as the lean gains method, involves restricting eating to an 8-hour period and fasting for the remaining 16 hours of the day. This can be done by skipping breakfast and eating lunch and dinner within an 8-hour window, for example, from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. 5-2 diet. The 5-2 diet involves eating normally for 5 days of the week and restricting calorie intake to 500 to 600 calories on 2 non-consecutive days of the week. On fasting days, it is recommended to spread the calories throughout the day. Eat Stop Eat method. The Eat Stop Eat method involves fasting for 24 hours once or twice a week. For example, an individual might eat normally on Monday, fast on Tuesday, and resume eating on Wednesday. Alternate day fasting. Alternate day fasting involves fasting every other day, with some variations allowing for a small calorie intake, around 500 calories, on fasting days. On non-fasting days, individuals eat normally. Spontaneous meal skipping. Spontaneous meal skipping involves skipping meals when convenient, such as breakfast or lunch, and eating normally for the other meals of the day. It is important to note that not all types of intermittent fasting may be suitable for everyone, and it is recommended to consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new diet or fasting regimen. Additionally, It is important to focus on consuming nutrient-dense foods during non-fasting periods to ensure adequate nutrition. While intermittent fasting has numerous potential health benefits, there are also some potential drawbacks to consider. Difficulty sticking to a fasting schedule. Some people may find it difficult to stick to a strict fasting schedule, which can lead to feelings of frustration and failure. Fasting can also be challenging for those with busy schedules or social commitments that revolve around food. Possible negative effects on mental health. Fasting can be stressful for some individuals and may lead to mood changes, irritability, and difficulty concentrating. It may also trigger disordered eating behaviors in some individuals, such as binge eating or restricting food intake during non-fasting periods. May lead to overeating during non-fasting periods. Some people may overeat during non-fasting periods to compensate for the calories they missed during the fasting period, which can lead to weight gain and negate the potential benefits of fasting. Possible adverse effects for those with certain medical conditions. Intermittent fasting may not be appropriate for everyone, especially those with certain medical conditions such as diabetes, low blood pressure, or a history of eating disorders. Fasting may also interact with certain medications, so it is important to consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new fasting regimen. It is important to note that intermittent fasting is not a magic solution for weight loss or overall health. Like any diet or lifestyle change, it may not be suitable for everyone and should be approached with caution. It is essential to listen to your body and prioritize your health and well-being above all else. Here are some tips to help you successfully incorporate intermittent fasting into your lifestyle. Start slow and gradually increase fasting periods. It can be overwhelming to jump right into a strict fasting schedule, especially if you are new to fasting. It is recommended to start with a shorter fasting period, such as 12 to 14 hours, and gradually increase the fasting period as your body becomes accustomed to it. Stay hydrated during fasting periods. It is important to stay hydrated during fasting periods, as dehydration can lead to fatigue, headaches, and other negative side effects. Drinking water, herbal tea, or other non-caloric beverages can help keep you hydrated. Focus on healthy food choices during non-fasting periods. It is important to focus on consuming nutrient-dense, whole foods during non-fasting periods to ensure adequate nutrition and prevent overeating. Incorporating protein, fiber, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates into your meals can help keep you feeling full and satisfied. Listen to your body and adjust as necessary. It is essential to listen to your body and adjust your fasting schedule as needed. If you feel excessively fatigued or experience negative side effects, it may be necessary to reduce the fasting period or switch to a different type of intermittent fasting. Seek support. Intermittent fasting can be challenging, especially if you are new to fasting. Seeking support from friends, family, or a healthcare professional can help keep you motivated and accountable. Incorporating intermittent fasting into your lifestyle can be a powerful tool for weight loss and overall health, but it is important to approach it with caution and prioritize your health and well-being above all else. With the right mindset, preparation, and support, intermittent fasting can be a sustainable and enjoyable lifestyle change. In conclusion, intermittent fasting is a popular approach to weight loss and overall health that involves alternating periods of fasting and non-fasting. Intermittent fasting has numerous potential benefits, including weight loss, improved insulin sensitivity and glucose control, reduced inflammation, improved heart health, and increased longevity. However, there are also some potential drawbacks to consider, including difficulty sticking to a fasting schedule, possible negative effects on mental health, overeating during non-fasting periods, and possible adverse effects for those with certain medical conditions. To successfully incorporate intermittent fasting into your lifestyle, it is important to start slow, stay hydrated, focus on healthy food choices during non-fasting periods, listen to your body, and seek support. It is also essential to consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new diet or fasting regimen to ensure that it is safe and appropriate for your individual needs and medical history. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it informative, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future.